What's up, Capricorn? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So to all of you who have been leaving me comments that I forgot about you, I promise I haven't. I have never, ever, ever in my entire history on YouTube have ever forgotten a sign. It's just that when I get super swamped with personal readings, I always focus on that first, okay? So for those of you that are waiting on personal readings, please just be patient with me. Give me some extra time here because I took some time off for the 4th, and then I felt bad because I'm always working. Like, I literally wake up early in the morning and I will work probably till like 9 or 10 at night, and I have my son doing like workbooks and stuff like that, but I just felt like an awful mother, and I really just wanted to take him out and spend time with him, guys. So I'm a few days late because I know I had the 10 to 14 day wait. So for some of you, I am a little bit late, but I had to do it. I knew that people were going to be angry with me, but my little man has been stuck not doing much this summer, and you know, what's work if you're a slave to it, okay? So I really just had to force some time off. So hopefully you guys understand. But let's see what's going on, Capricorns. So we are looking at July 2018. So let's see what's going on in this month. And for anyone who is interested in personal reading, it's about a 10 to 14 day wait right now. And guys, I am doing my best to honor that for everyone. And that has been my wait time for the past few months, but my demand literally goes up every week. So I'm doing my best, but it's getting to the point that I rarely go out anymore. So if I'm ever, you know, a few days late, please, 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 for the love of God, just let me rock, okay? Just be patient. I have never missed anyone. I've never taken money from anyone, not sent them anything, okay? So I'm very genuine with what I do. And for those who want something quick, just know you can get an emergency reading, okay? All right, so Capricorn, let's see what's up. What is going on for the sign of Capricorn? July 2018. What's up for the sign of Capricorn? Okay, so the energy that we have here, wow, the Empress card. So I love the Empress card because, you know, she is the goddess of fertility. Maybe for some of you it's a new start that you're having within love or with a fire sign, possibly Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But with the Empress card, this is going to be somebody that they're not just going to start something new, kind of like plant that seed and walk away. They're going to tend to it. They're going to be there throughout the entire process. It's really, you know, a beautiful thing. And you have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So this is something that you really thought out, and you're like, okay, you know, I can move forward with this. And with the Three of Cups, this is something that not only are you celebrating, but with the King of Pentacles here, this is something that you feel like you're on top of the world. For some of you, it could be someone from your past that's coming in for you. For others of you, you're still concerned about someone from your past, and they may try to come back into your life. But that's done, all right? There's a new chapter coming in. So going into the past, the first card that we have is the Five of Wands. With the Five of Wands, pettiness, bickering, arguing, okay, dealing with a lot of tension. And with the Four of Swords in the reverse, you put a lot of thought into this. You know, what's the best way for me to move forward? You find that way and you move forward, okay? Now, you have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So with the Ten of Swords in the reverse here, there is a difficult situation that you are now getting past. Whether it was a betrayal or something that just ended harshly, you're finally seeing the light of day. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is something that I see being really amazing, where you're going into a new chapter in your life, although with the Death card in the reverse, you're not 100% over what you're moving away from. Okay, the next card that you guys have is the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe more money came in, maybe you got a raise, maybe you got some sort of lump sum of money that came in, or something that just really makes you feel abundant here. So let's see what this is about. Hold on, I didn't even mean to grab that card. Let's shuffle again because Let's see. All right. So 2 cards wanted to come out. Now, you have the 2 of Wands, where you're going on a path that you're very passionate about, but at the 10, with the 10 of Wands, you're still feeling a burden. Keep in mind that 10 is the number of completion, okay, in the tarot. So you're burdened by something that's completed, a new chapter, or a chapter that you're closing out to go into a new one, but you still have something very good in front of you. All right, you have the 4 of Cups in the reverse, where there's some sort of offer that is accepted, whether you're the one giving it or whether it's coming in for you. All right, and we have the 3 of Wands. So you're turning your back from something and you're really able to expand here. King of Wands. All right, so it could be with Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For some of you, if this has nothing to do with love, okay, at all, then this could be something that you're very passionate about. All right, for me, anytime I see the Wands, that's kind of like the entrepreneurial card. Somebody that does something that comes from the heart, from the soul, as opposed to kind of being a robot for somebody else, okay? Doing something that's forced on you. So with this, you're going to be going on a path that you just feel really good about, okay? Now, in the present moment, the first card that we have is the 3 of Swords, and it's right under where you guys are leaving behind something that took you a while to move on from, where it was burdening for you. So you could still be heartbroken by it. You could still be disappointed in the way, that things went down. All right? But we have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. There wasn't a sense of deep appreciation here. You and another person, or maybe an establishment, a job, you guys weren't seeing eye to eye. Okay, so yeah, you can still be disappointed by that. Okay, but now you have clarity. Now you know that you have to remove yourself from that and go on a new path, but it has to be solo. Okay. Now we have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. With the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, you're very guarded towards something. This could be with your money as well. Saving up right now. And with the Emperor in the reverse, I feel like you guys are just guarded towards an energy that was not sincere. Whether it was you guys not being sincere with yourselves or towards somebody else, or someone being that way towards you. Now you have to guard yourself. All right, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is really a transition. Letting go of something so that something new can come in for you. All right, with the Fool card in the reverse, you know that there's something here that just wasn't worth the waste of time or the waste of effort that you would have been putting into it. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords here. You're cutting something out, you're starting something new. And with the Ace of Swords specifically, it's coming out of a tumultuous time where you guys have to go on an easier path. The next card that you have is the Page of Swords. So you could have a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your life, but this is a communicator, and I say it all the time that it's my favorite communicator. Because although this person can seem harsh, you know for a fact that this person is not going to bullshit you. They're going to say what needs to be said. So for some of you, maybe you're dealing with a person like this. For others of you, do not be afraid to speak your mind. Say whatever you need to say, what you expect, what you don't expect. Stand up for yourself. We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So now you're coming out of a place where you were feeling pain, and as opposed to paying attention or giving energy to what it was that you lost, now you're giving energy to the possibilities. Okay? Definitely a much needed turnaround, Capricorn, from our last reading. And we have the 9 of Swords. So the only problem that you're going to have at this point is you and your own mind. You're battling yourself. Okay? If there's anything that you're worried about, especially something unconventional that you had to fall out of, just know that you're probably making it worse in your head than what it really is. Okay? So keep in mind that sometimes our minds could be our own worst enemies. Alright? So make sure you're not putting yourself in a bad place. Now moving into the future, the first card that we have here is the 6 of Pentacles. You have balance. You have equilibrium. You're in a situation where you feel appreciated, where you're giving just as much as another person is. Okay? Or things are just working out. If this is financial, you're able to at least cover what it is that, has to be covered. And you have the 9 of Pentacles. Self-sufficiency, balance, Okay, not having to fight more than someone else, and still knowing that there was something here that had to be rejected. Okay, if you're coming out of a financially tough spot, now you're going to be feeling much better. Okay, if there's some sort of rejection that had to be made, this is bringing balance. All right, but yeah, something unconventional that you were only going to get balance if you let it go. All right, and with the Wheel of Fortune, guys, life is moving in your favor. Now, the next card that we have is this Lover's card or Two of Cups? Lover's card. Sorry, new deck. So with the Lover's card here, either a very strong situation within love at this time. Okay, this could also be going into a life purpose, going to a job that really suits you, looking in the mirror and saying, oh my God, I know it took me so many years, but I love you, and talking to yourself in that way. So guys, whatever it is that's coming in, I feel peace. I feel a lot of peace here. Okay, now we have the King of Cups in the reverse. All right, so let me get one more card to clarify this. And the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You find something good. You have someone who's unstable around you, or the sense of promiscuity that maybe you or somebody else had, and that's being dropped. All right, so anything that wasn't serving you, whether it was coming from you or you're dealing with it from another person, you remove yourself from that because you know this is what you have. Okay, bam, you found the ultimate sense of happiness, and now you want to hold on to that. All right, so the last card that we have here is the Magician in the reverse. So with this Magician in the reverse, either something that you guys don't want to manifest. Sorry, I had to turn my light on. It's getting a bit dark in here. So something here that you no longer want to manifest, okay? Or something where someone was just being too manipulative. We have the Seven of Cups, where you knew that there was illusion. Somebody was putting a smokescreen, okay, in a situation, and you have Justice. So you're gonna find happiness here. For a majority of you, I feel that it's going to work in your favor. There is going to be a small percentage of you that have been kind of at a low vibration, and you could have put a person through a lot of pain in the past. If that is you, and you know that you've really messed up badly with someone, this could be your karma coming in, and this could be them saying, I know who you are, I know what you're doing, and although you might care for me now, it's too late. Okay, but for others of you, you're seeing somebody as the true colors that they truly have, and you're choosing to move away from that. So that's very, very powerful there, Capricorn. I love it, guys. This is a good come up, okay? Because I know, like, in the last month or 2 months, there were some things you had to get through, all right? There's a lot of times where you were just questioning yourself and your value and, you know, what you deserved in life, okay? The people around you, but things are finally aligning for you. So let's get you guys some cards of advice. Okay. Give me 3 cards of advice for my Capricorn. And guys, these videos are always for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Not sure if I said that at the beginning. Oh my goodness, I love this, I love this, I love this. So I would call this reading Catch-22, but I feel like not enough people would know what that means, so it's really too specific. But this is a Catch-22. You know, there's a sense of falling out of something that you're still holding on to, that's difficult to let go of, a chapter that you know that needs to end, but you haven't fully ended it just yet. But guys, you get something so beautiful once you let that chapter go. And it doesn't even have to be another person. This whole reading that I just did could have been a battle that you've had with yourself. Maybe you've been battling depression. Maybe you've been battling weight. Maybe you've been battling a toxic household, or, you know, maybe financial insufficiency. and now you're trying to get to a better place. But for my singles, this could be the month where you get into something new. Just make sure that you're focusing on what's coming in as opposed to what's being lost. All right, because there's going to be that sense of duality. Is this good for me? Am I ready to leave the past behind? Am I am I ready to leave that bad habit behind, or that bad person behind? Okay, or whatever brought out the worst in me. Am I ready to leave that behind? All right, so there's something that you're really battling with, that it's like, damn, am I 100% ready to close out this chapter? But you're going to end up losing faith in it. Okay, it's just something that you could have really wished for. But what it is that you're wishing for, I feel that it's coming in a completely new package. All right, so at the end of all this, there will be love. There will be emotional fulfillment. There will be the sense of something that is just so good for you, where your feelings are just going into alignment. Something that really just makes sense. Whatever it is that you guys are moving away from, I feel like whether it was you or someone else, somebody was just, you guys have such an awesome reading. But there's just a sense of someone being a leech here, okay? Whether you were draining someone or they were draining you, okay? It's just something that has to go. Now, with the World card in the verse and the Hanged Man in the verse, know that whatever it is that you haven't fully closed out just yet, it was forced, okay? So now you're coming out of a place of limbo where you're going to feel much better within yourself. And guys, look what you have. All right, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Life is moving forward in a positive way. And that's such a powerful thing. You know, for a lot of you, you're going to feel like the universe is ripping something out of your hands. The universe isn't doing anything that's going to be detrimental to you. The universe loves you, and it wants you to have everything that you truly love and deserve in life. Okay, it's just that sometimes we have to realize that what we truly need is not necessarily what we may have wanted. All right, so whatever this is that's coming in, give it a shot, give it a chance. All right, because this is something that I see, you know, giving you guys the turnaround that you really needed at this point. All right, so be strong. All right, and know that with what's coming in with the Ace of Pentacles and the Strength card, this is going to be something that is not necessarily built overnight. As we know, Rome wasn't built, you know, in a day. But this is something that you can really build a strong foundation here, okay? And you can really have this in your life for a long time. So with this, just keep in mind that slow and steady wins the race. You know, I know there's times where we get into new things and we're super excited about it and we kind of just dive into it head first. That's not the approach that I would suggest for whatever you're going into. Because what I feel, whether it's a relationship, a new project, the way we get into things is a way that it could kind of fizzle out. So as excited as we can get about something, just make sure that you're looking out for yourself and that you're being realistic and that you're looking at all angles of the situation before diving in. But guys, this looks good. Now just know that this is going to come at a time where you're still feeling the sense of imbalance within yourself, but that's okay. All right, the universe has you, so trust that whatever it was that has you imbalanced, it wasn't good judgment. All right, so you're moving away from that. And for that small amount of Capricorns that you know, maybe you're going through something tough right now, or you put someone else in a very difficult position, even if you feel like karma hits in any way, shape, or form, know that at any time we could change who we are as people, okay? So just always keep in mind, whatever energies we exert, whatever we truly feel about ourselves is what we receive, okay? I've done really shitty things in my past, but just by changing my attitude, changing the way I go about things, I really have been able to create quite the empire for myself. And it's just because I changed my way of thinking and I moved away from things that did not serve me. So sometimes it could be hard to move away from someone, but sometimes that is the most beautiful gift that life can give us, okay? So my lovely Capricorns, thank you for being patient. I know a lot of you are about to rip my head off, but guys, if you are getting a reading from me, just keep in mind there's a 10 to 14 day wait. I'm doing my absolute best to, you know, keep everything within that time. I do not work Sundays, but I'm at the point where, you know, I'm really trying to avoid raising my prices because I want it to be fair. Holy crap, there's like, come here. There's like this little bug that's like out to get me. So I'm sorry about that. It keeps flying in front of the camera. But yeah, if there's something that you guys need very quickly, please, 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 please get the emergency reading. Okay, if you get the standard reading, I want you guys to just, you know, purchase it and just chill. And Lissette has your back, and I'm gonna get it to you at a perfect time. Once you guys get a confirmation email, there's no need to email me. You know, I have your reading, I'm writing it down, and the only time I ask people to email me is if before I send the reading something changes. Okay, so just let me know, and you know, I'll keep that into consideration when I'm doing the reading. But I love you guys, and this looks good. Okay, so again, just be patient with me, guys, because I really don't want to extend the wait time, and I don't want to raise my prices, which would make less people buy. But be patient with your girl. I love you guys. Take care.